and must pass through heightened security, fortified by age-old tradition, the norms of societal culture, misgivings of prejudice, and misplaced judgment in order to arrive peacefully in our minds. Our minds are high-walled fortresses where security councils gather to preserve comfort, enforce what we have been taught to value, and discern and determine what is real. We depend on our minds to guide and aid us from one day to the next. Some of us see our minds like muscles we exercise with theorems, riddles, thoughts, and thought processes. We gather and store information. We play word games, rap, solve problems, work to the best of our abilities. We accept and reject labels and categorizations at face value. Black, white, gay, straight, religious, Republican. We sometimes choose lifestyles based upon the accepted labels we identify with, which then take the form of beliefs. Beliefs are the police of the mind, which is to say, fuck the beliefs. They are either uniform or universal, armed or unarmed. They hold the power to confiscate material they consider hazardous or incredible. They profile experience and information as bullshit, nonsense, get the fuck out of here. They convene regularly with the Thought Security Council and act according to their constitution of what is real or unreal, possible or impossible, and they are sometimes and often mistaken. My question for you today is, what is your mind's immigration policy? Do you detain foreign thoughts that may have entered your mind illegally against the wishes of your parents, pastors, teachers, or simply against the security of your own comfort? Are there other thoughts you have allowed to go unchecked, unquestioned because they seem aligned with your so-called identity? Are you certain that you're not a victim of identity fraud? If I could find the spot where truth echoes, I would stand and whisper memories of my children's future. I would let their future dwell in my past so that I might live a brighter now. Now is the essence of my domain, and it contains all that was and will be, and I am as I was and will be because I am and always will be that nigga. I am that nigga. I am that nigga. I am that timeless nigga that swings on pendulums like vines through minds of booby-trapped minds that are enslaved by time. I am the life that supersedes lifetimes. I am. It was me with serpentine hair and a timeless stare that with immortal glare turned mortal fear into stone time capsules. They still exist as the walking dead, as I do, the original sufferhead, symbol of life and matriarchy's severed head, Medusa. I am. It was me, the ecclesiastical one, that pointed out that there was nothing new under the sun. And through times of laughter and times of tears, so that no times are real times is all times of fear. The wise seer Solomon, I am. It was me with tattered clothes that made you scatter as you shuffled past me on the street. Yes, you shuffled past me on the street as I stood there conversing with wind-blown spirits. And I fear it showed us you didn't stop and talk to me. I could have told you your future as I explained your present, but instead my homeless get a frantic resent for being aimless, the in-tuned nameless. I am. I am that nigga. I am that nigga. I'm a Negro, yes, Negro. Negro from necro, meaning death overcame it, so they named me after it. And I'll be spitting at death behind and putting kick me signs on its back, because I am not the son of shaklack clack. I am before that. I am before death is eternity. After death is eternity. There is no death, there's only eternity. And I'll be riding on the wings of eternity like yeah, shaklack clack. As it's like Spitfire, what you call the sun. Talking about your future with sundials, but tic-tac technology can no tic-tac me. Exist somewhere between tick and tock, dodging it like double dutch. Got me living double time. I was here before your time. My heart is made of the quartz crystals you be making clocks out of, and I'll be resurrecting every third like tick tick tick. Clack clack. No more work a 9 to 5 because I'm setting suns and orange moons. And my existence is this, still yet ever moving, and I'm moving beyond time because time binds me. It can set me free, and I'll fly when the clock strikes me like yeah. Clack clack. But my flight doesn't go undisturbed because time makes dreams defer, and all of my time frames are present. All of my fucking time frames, everything that I was envisioning and afraid of and thinking about When I was writing that poem 20 fucking years ago, is present, right now, right here. And there's no fucking escape. You browse your timeline, you go to a fucking festival, you go to the supermarket. What you're always gonna see is the reflections of the people who nurtured this land before your ancestors as immigrants and colonizers arrived here, before my ancestors as slaves arrived here. The reflections in those willow trees, this grass and soil, and in this very fucking sound is a reflection of the age we're in, of the truth we're forced to face, of the fucking hard work ahead of you, as you're forced to confront your fucking loved ones, your parents, your sisters, your brothers, the police in your life, the fucking military people in your life, as you're forced to confront your boyfriends, your girlfriends, your loved ones, your teachers, your bosses, your politicians, your fucking senators, as you're forced to confront the shit that strips humanity, or I should say attempts, does a very good job of stripping humanity and the very earth itself of its essence. And what is that essence? The essence of our being here is sharing. We are sharing this experience right now. But this is a luxury. This is a fucking luxury because in Syria, in Myanmar, in Venezuela, in Brazil, in the Ukraine, in Sudan, in Ethiopia, in Cambodia, in Pakistan, in Iraq, in Afghanistan, in St. Louis, in Chicago, as the most segregated fucking city in this country, there is work to be done everywhere. And that work is not about being out there policing others. It is about policing yourselves and trying to root out the bullshit that you worship. And I include myself in that you. I'm not here preaching at you. I'm talking to myself too. Because it's not enough. We're not doing the fuck enough. The fuck enough, okay. But the real deal is, the fuck are you guys gonna do? What should we do? Right? I remember performing Black Stacy at 9 Inch Nails concerts back in the day and saying this is a song about what it's like when you take off your black t-shirt and you're still black. Or you're Asian, or you're a woman, or you're Latino, or you're alive, and you just know better, but you're born into it, right? You're born into it. That's the big news for today. Just because you're born into it doesn't mean you have to perpetuate it. find a way, find a means to destroy the bullshit. To always remember, a riot is not a festival. And you know what? A riot is not a protest either. A riot is not a protest. A riot is a violent disturbance of the peace by a crowd. A protest often sets itself apart when people in power, people that other people like yourselves and ourselves give power to and place them in positions of power. And when they take that power and use it to perpetuate ignorance and bullshit, I hope everyone here, for example, identifies as an anti-fascist. I know I fucking do, and I always fucking have. Because there's nothing more punk rock to be on this planet. So, anyway, I know you guys, I know there's a lot of artists out there as well, you know? Let's use our work to up in the bullshit, right? Let's do that. Let's find a way to absolve ourselves from the premature celebratory, you know, nature of how media, because of its commercial exploitation, has been turned into this cold, fucking empty shell of itself. A lot of this bullshit out there isn't like even good enough music to kill yourself to. The fuck? Although the idea has come to mind before I realized I could just turn it off. This is our moment, guys. Yeah. This is it. Stay open. But don't stay open to the bullshit. Violently destroy it. Violently kick it out of your lives. By any means. Good afternoon. Thank you all very much. Martin Luther King, Neptune Frost coming up next.